well. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this PHRL GT race. I just realized the title is wrong. We will get that fixed shortly. But welcome to this PHRL GT race. This is a new season. This is the season opener. And qualifying will be started shortly. Everyone is in the pits. It's gonna be waiting here at the pit entrance here so we can get the race started. We are here at the season opener Watkins Glen boot in the USA. It's a track about 5.4 kilometers long or 3.37 miles. I am your commentator today. My name is Max Finger, and yeah, I'm your commentator today. And as said, this is GT race. This is the season opener. We have a total of 20 or so cars or drivers today driving this, so it's a big one. It's a big race we have here, and that is really nice. We have a lot of cars, and oh no. What is John doing here? It's not green yet. But I mean, there is 15 minutes on the clock, and he has crossed the line now, so he can just start driving. Oh, we can't see the try. I'm guessing drive except even though it says red. Yeah. Oh well. I need to figure out there. We need to put this at the GT3. There we go. Boom! Beautiful. But yeah, we are right here at Watkins Glen. In the GT cars here, this is the RSS GT cars we have, and we are driving with all of them. So, ooh, my god. And we are here at Watkins Glen, and qualifying is rolling shortly. I might just get some things sorted real quick, and meanwhile, you can just watch this qualifying take place. There we go. I am back with you now. Qualifying is still rolling, and oh my god! Eric hits the wall there on the exit of the turn and almost takes out another driver. But it is just fine. Let's and the fastest lap is being set by many drivers over and over again, but this is the first hot lap that has been driven, so it will be, we will be getting a new fastest lap here every time, and almost. Eric looking like he keeps hitting the walls here. It's not too good. He needs to keep away from the walls, and Castle here setting a fastest sector 1 here in the qualifying, coming over the chicane here. We need to keep an eye out for this chicane right here, because that thing is dangerous. Really, really, really dangerous. It really causes some crashes, like a lot of them. Oh, we have a slow driver here, and we have Metis looking like he hit the wall a couple of times, and some other people as well. And Alicio with a fast sector 1, and Gangster Muffin, what a name, getting the fastest lap here of qualifying. 10 minutes or 9:45 minutes remaining of this qualifying here, and Watkins Glen, yeah, Watkins Glen. It's a nice temperature as well here on the track. Yeah, 27 degrees, 80 Fahrenheit. Well, sounds high. Here we see Gangster Muffin driving his lap here, another out lap. He is currently the one with the... Oh, never mind. Castle takes back P1 from Gangster Muffin. Best lap here. And Alicio with the fastest sector 1, the green sector 2. Coming around the final couple of corners here. See if Alicio can pull something out of Castle, taking the fastest sector 3. Oh, this is late. Alicio putting himself up into 3rd place with that time at 1:44.392. Andre with the fastest sector 2. No, that is more up to date. I think it's a bit behind because there's so many ones getting set. And Jay Castle here going seemingly slow. Was that somebody else? See. I don't know. Oh, and we have someone disqualified for teleporting. And Mimsy here looking like crashing a lot. A lot of crash updates here, hitting walls, I think. Castle with another fastest sector 3, or another thingy here, fastest sector 3. That is a lie. We've been lied to, ladies and gentlemen, because he just finished sector 1. Or no, sector 2. Let's see if Andre here can do something. Doesn't look like... Oh, and he slips and he spins. Oh no. That is horrible. Oh no. Oh no. And he's on the wheels again. He's off and he's driving. Looks to be fine. Luckily. As of right now, oh, and we have the Castle here driving into the pits for some reason. I think he's at the lap he is happy with, and is just gonna accept that. Michael with the fastest sector 2. Eric here looking to be taking some damage, hitting the walls again and again. A little wing cam here, it looks like he's gonna go into the pits again here. Let's see quickly if I can extend this. Go back. Someone into the pits. A lot of people going into the pits here. Sorry if I'm obstructing obstructing the view here. I'm just gonna figure out if I can. If I can get some more drivers on here on the side. I don't think so, no. Ah. Hmm. Oh well. I'll have to go what we are with what we have here. Lucas now setting a fastest lap, and we are beginning to get into the 143s here. 3 drivers with a 143. See, whoops. See where do we have someone close to the start finish line? Michael, you're one of the, I believe, one of the last season champion contenders here, pushing himself up into a second place there with that lap. He was 0.62 seconds faster than last lap. That is impressive. Also putting himself into the 143s. 4 drives now in those 143s. And Carroll really close. Just sitting in the pits though. We're back here with Castle coming through the chicane, and a slow little a slow little driver there, down there in the green livery, making his way through. Ooh, and Castle going extremely wide there. I don't know if he's on an in lap or an out lap. Let's go here on board with Lucas. See what he can do if he has a better time. Does not look like it as of right now. He's actually going into the pits. He's on an in lap, so he's going into the pits. Lucas, the leader right now, going into the pits. We're on board here with Michael now. And also with 2 yellow sectors. Sector 1 and 2 are yellow. So it does not appear that he can do anything with this lap right here. Castle here, also with a yellow sector 1 and 2. Is he also going into the pits? No, he might have been on an out lap here. Let's see if he can put a time in. J Castle now starting another hot lap here on Watkins Glen. 3rd place right now, one of the 4 drivers with a 143 time. Let's see if J Castle can put himself in an even higher position, or if he's gonna stay with that 3rd place for the race start. Already a green sector 1. Not an improvement, but it's not he's not slower either. Ooh, getting a bit slippery and slidey there on the exits of that chicane, but ultimately getting that caught and keeps driving, but he did lose some time there, I'm guessing. Now around these turns here, I don't know if these have names, and if they do, I don't know them. So yeah, but yeah, the plus 0.14 seconds there on Mr. J Castle. Let's see if he can pull something off here in the sector 3, if he can improve on this time, even though he has a slower sector 2. It's 1.5 minutes left. on the clock, so drivers starting their laps now cannot get to do another lap. Then this is their final lap for the drivers, just starting their laps now. And Jay Castle with a fast sector 3 and gets P1. Jay Castle taking that P1 back for the third time, I believe it is. Let's see if Lucas can handle that or if he needs to take it back. Jay Castle here starting his hot lap here on Watkins Glen to take or to try and take back that P1, but he cuts the track and that is his qualifying over, I believe. I don't think this lap will count, but we will see. We will keep an eye on that. Let's see here if Michael can do something with this time, if he has one. Does Michael have a time here? Michael's starting his time now. He was on out lap here. Let's see if he can do something with this. With this time here he's gonna set. We have all three drivers, P1, 2 and 3 out on the track here. And Lucas seemingly giving up on his lap here. He looks like he may have spun actually. He cannot improve on that. But Michael certainly still can. Oh, and there's a driver right there sitting on the side. And that's Paul McGee, disqualified for or disqualified DF disconnecting. Michael coming around one of the many 90-degree hairpin turn, no, 180-degree hairpin turns on this track. Up the uphill and around the corners, and Jay Castle coming over the start finish line yet again, and that is his qualifying over. Does not improve on his time, but still on that first place as of right now. Let's see if Michael can take that from him. A bunch of drivers crashing right now because they're done with their laps and there's qualifying. Qualifying is over. The checkered flag is being waved. Michael coming around the final couple of corners here. Oh, and that car getting extremely close there. That is not the greatest move. Let's see Michael coming down to the start finish straight here. Can he get an improvement on his time? And he takes first place with more than 4 tenths of a second or hundredths. I don't know. Almost a 142x. That is incredible. Michael showing why he was a championship contender last season. Absolute beautiful time there for Michael taking that first place. And Castle getting pushed down to that second place. Still good, but not that first place that he might have wanted. And Lucas on the third place. And the rest of these drivers on their given places. A few drivers, I believe, that have not finished their qualifying yet. Everyone has finished their qualifying, and that is qualifying for you. Michael on first, Jake Castle on second, and Lucas on third, and of course the rest of the drivers going through. And see all of the drivers up here on the driver names right there for you if you want to read it through it yourself. Next page right there, and that right there. Yeah, we have 20 drivers because Daniel and Alex and me, we are some kind of staff. Alex in the safety car, I believe. Daniel is maybe also in the safety car, and Alex just race control, I think, maybe? Nah, I can't remember. But that's those right there. And then me as the commentator for today. And then we have the 20 drivers. The race will start, or the grid will be lined up just in a bit, in about 10 seconds. Cooldown will end and we will get onto the grid. See, and There we go. Nope. Server restart. So we will be back with you in just a bit. Alrighty, everyone. Hello. We're back. I forgot I'm in the Fiat 500. Okay, everyone, we are back and we are lined up on the grid here on board. We're just looking at Michael himself. Let's actually go down through the whole line here of drivers. I'm not gonna say all their names, but just to look at their cars. Of course, Michael, Jay Castle, and Lucas for the P1, 2, and 3. Andre, Carol, Skype Cooper, Alicio, Charlie Lambertson, Gangsta Muffin, Armado, Juan, Dominic, Lucas, Victor, Paul, Eric, Mates Fatigue, Mimsy, Richard, Johnson. Oh, and we are starting, so we get back on the drivers here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and lights are out. I'm gonna quickly go back to pits, and we are gonna go. Come on, there we go. And Jay Castle gets the lead. Pulls away from Michael here. Lucas also getting into the P2. Michael losing their 2 places. Jay Castle holding on to that P1, and we have some contact back there, but doesn't look like there's any crashes of any kind. Oh, there's contact between Lucas and Michael there. And now Jay Castle still holding on to that P1, still no spins, looks like, still straight line racing, very, very close grid, getting into that chicane that I talked about, dangerous one, let's see. Oh, and we have one off in the escape route here. Lucas still into... Oh, Lucas getting that P1, Jay Castle dropping down into the P3, Michael taking that P2, and looks like we have a spin all the way back somewhere. I cannot find it, but we are back here. It's Juan, Mimsy, and Skype that are already back there. We have a bunch of contact, and there's a crash somewhere, and there is a safety car. And oh my god, Eric's on the track getting almost hit there by someone else. That is Eric. That is off. Not off, but he is facing kind of the wrong way. And that is the first safety car of the race. You will, and I mean you will, see a bunch of those throughout this race, and I promise you that. Because there's a lot of drivers, and they are not all equally professional or good, because we have a widespread. Not that anyone is bad, but some are just better. I'm sorry to say, life is hard. But there's another safety car, so that will happen a couple of more times. Michael in the lead again. Jay Castle in second. Carol up in third. Alicio in fourth. And where did Lucas drop to? Ninth. Lucas all the way into ninth place right there. Now we get to see the first of the safety car. Daniel Adesina, which is the safety car for this race. Him you will see, and oh no, I see someone on the track that is crashing. That is Metz's Fatigue. I hope I'm saying that alright. But he crashed again into the wall. He's all the way back. Oh, the track. You can see all the way up there in the top right hand corner of your screens that P20 right there is all the way back. That is a Metis we're looking at right now. He's very far back, but we have a whole entire lap of safety car from T1, so turn 1, to the start finish line. So there's plenty of time for Fatigue to catch up to the rest of the grid. He's actually almost there, as we can see. Oh, and it looks like Charlie Lambertson has gone into the pits, pitting for some unknown reason. We are getting told here, stay in single file line, no overlapping of cars allowed. Let's go back here up to the safety car here. And safety car is coming in this lap. Let's see here from the back of Edicina's car, almost looking like he was about to take a wrong turn there. Now Lambertson up in the top right hand corner, P20 there, the number 20, looking like he is catching up to the rest of the grid. Charlie Lambertson here on board with him. Charlie here. He's caught up to the rest of the grid, all the way in the back, the little back marker here. And in the front, we of course have Michael and J Castle. I don't know why it does that on this car. Maybe it does, but it's just later. Okay. Remember, no overlapping on the race start. Leave gaps in front. And at Edicina, we see here pulling off from the rest of the grid, the safety car going absolutely wide there. But he does not have to raise anything or anyone, because he is the safety car and should not be dangerous. Otherwise, that is a danger car, and that is not good. But Edicina here taking himself away from the front of the grid and going into the pits. So we are gonna get right back here to Michael, which has the pack, the lead of the pack. Now coming around the final couple of corners, there's a bit of lag here, I'm sorry for that, and we go through the final corner, and it is green flag again, and we are off yet again, one more time. Michael leading the race, and it's green flag, go 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 into T1 here. Let's see if anyone does something silly and crashes into anyone. Oh, and we have a spin back here. Let's see if I can find it. Who spun? It's not Charlie, it's not Alex, it's not me, it is Richard who has spun, and there's another one! It's not a safety car, this one, but it is a full course yellow, meaning that all of the drivers have to slow down to 60 kilometers an hour, which is very, very slow. And they need to stay within what is called a delta. So if they drive faster, they get plus on the delta, and it needs to be below a certain number. As we saw here, Michael and Jay Castle slowing down a lot because their delta was too high. And if their delta is too high at the end, they will get a penalty. And it's not a soft one. It is going to be a very, very harsh penalty. We have a good widespread grid here, as we can see on the top right hand corner on the track map. Let's see if I can actually make that bigger. I cannot. No, we're gonna take them off. There we go. These cars do not have DRS. But right now there's a full course yellow, which is kind of like a safety car, other than it's just so all the cars slow down. So the imaginary in this situation, the imaginary stewards can get everything removed from the track like shrapnel and things without pulling out a whole safety car. And this full course yellow can end in any point of the tracks, like now. It is ending in 10 seconds, so you don't have to drive a whole entire lap behind a safety car. But we are off here again in 1, 2, 3, and we are going! And Alicio, see, getting a 10-second penalty for speeding in the full course yellow. That is of course unfortunate, but that happens. Not that much is happening up here in the lead, so we're gonna go back here into the pits, and we see someone there. That's Amato going on the inside there, going for a move, and he does not get it. Dominic keeping well on that, keeping that. I can't speak right now. Keeping that lead. Oh, and there's a crash. There's a huge crash. It's Amato. Amato has spun. That is not too good, crashing into the wall there again, and all of these drivers are, oh my god, and someone's hitting him, and he's on the roof, he's spinning, he's rolling, and Amato is on the roof. Amato, oh no, what happened there? And there's a safety car! Yes! Another one! Oh my lord, Michael again here in the front, needing to slow down a bit here. Oh my! A motto on his roof! Now that is not a thing I had on my bucket list this race. A car on the roof! Oh my! That's not good. Oh lord. Drivers getting told here to drive a safe speed until T1, so that is, don't fully push, just drive safely. People can still not overtake, they're not allowed to do that. We see a couple of cars pitting here, Charlie Lambertson again, Eric, and Richard Amato also, of course, was forced into the pits because he kind of got put on his roof. But yeah. Wonder what happens if that happens in real life. If a car gets flipped on top of their roof, what do they do then? Do they of course flip it back, maybe even like just tow it back to the pit, but can they drive again? Because the car's not broken. It might be broken if you know take it all the way, if you put it on the roof. But oh well. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Fastest lap from everyone here. We're giving them out like it's free candy on Halloween. Oh my. Oh, Jesus. Everyone is off. Everyone is setting fastest lap. What is happening? And we see yet again here Daniel at his scene out in the safety car, driving one more lap around this track. And if we take yet again and a little sneak peek up onto our track map, still in the top right hand corner, we can see that from around P16 to P20, no P15 to P20, we have all those drivers just chilling all the way back behind the pack. Which is the pack is what I'm referring to is the giant snake of very closely spaced cars up in the top right hand corner of the track map, and all of the other cars are just following very close behind, or somewhat close behind, and then we have P15 to P20 just spread all over the track almost. P14 now we see almost catching up to the pack here. That is Lucas. And Paul right behind them, and Charlie Lambertson not so much right behind them, but still behind them somewhere. And these drivers kind of need to hurry up a bit, because it looks like Daniel and the rest of the pack is nearing the end. Daniel pulling off here. Sorry if anyone has epilepsy. Oh no, and there's contact somewhere. It's Mimsy, Juan, and Dominic. Where are they? Mimsy. Someone has contact with each other. Stay with the safety car. We are going for another lap of safety car, because not all of the drivers are within the pack or within the safety car, and we're getting fastest laps giving out here yet again, like free candy, I think, maybe, perhaps, I don't know. No, of course we're not, because they are driving very slowly. That's 150. The times doesn't really matter right now. Oh wait, no, we have another one. Skype Cooper getting faster. Oh yeah, and Eric also getting one. Everyone gets the fastest lap this race. Yay! Everyone's happy. At least one achievement has been done this race as I know for almost every single driver. But we all know that that fastest lap is gonna be handled and kept safe by one of the top runners, Luca. I see he's getting some contact between Dominic and someone else. Oh my god, these drivers, man. They keep hitting each other somewhere in the side or the back. Lap cars can overtake, cars stay to the left. Oh, and here we see... Who's that? I think that is Armado, which is a left car. There's one singular whole lap behind, can now overtake, and we have one more, which is a Richard, I think it is, Richard Vasley, who can overtake. Yeah. No, it was only where is he? Armado here, who was lapped. Michael is complaining for some reason somewhere in the chat. He's not happy. He is in fact not happy. As it looks like right now, Amado is not going to make it all the way through his lap to unlap himself, even though he got the chance, because look at this. Daniel, safety car, going for a drive in the sand there in the gravel. He likes the beach, I guess. Is now pulling away from the pack. The safety car is going in this lap. There's 30 minutes left of this race. I forgot to register what the starting time was, but I think it was around an hour, I believe, maybe. Or 45 minutes, I don't know. And we also get another thing here. We see Daniel getting into the pits here. Michael now with the lead of the pack. Again. Michael getting around T1, and it is a green flag. One more time for Michael, starting this race off again into T1. Castle right behind him, and Alessio also right behind Castle. These three drivers now looking to like just take off, driving away from Gangsta Muffin, the coolest name in the grid right now. Gangsta Muffin still keeping up. It's somewhat straight line racing right now. J Castle with some slipstream here, looking for the move on the inside of Michael, braking a bit earlier than Michael, but getting closer still. Michael and J Castle are extremely close to each other. Now J Castle taking a look on the inside there, but does not get the move done. Let's look back here further on the grid here. Let's see if there's any fighting. Oh, and we have Skype Cooper, who is off the track. Oh no, that's not good. Let's go to intervals here again. There. See if there's any overtakes being done. Amato with the fastest lap, 144. Ooh, and we have some closing in here. No, it is pretty widespread out right now. It looks like. Oh no, Juan and Mipsy side by side. Oh, touching a bit there. Looks like now into this corner, going side by side. Still, yeah, contact between Mimsy and Juan. Now side by side again into another corner. Juan on the outside, getting a bit quicker through that corner. Mimsy losing their place to Juan. Juan now getting in that 9th place. Oh, and there's poof. There's a crash! Someone hit the wall. Who hit the wall? Is that Paul? I think. No, it's oh, where is he? Where's Paul? Paul. I don't know, man. Flip. Someone crashed into the wall. You saw it with your own eyes. But Jay Castle now closing the gap slowly but surely to Michael here. Ooh, and side by side. Jay Castle now in front. That straight line speed on this guy is crazy. Now through the chicane, Michael. Ooh, getting touched with the rear there. Michael, oh, and Jay Castle on the grass. And he hits the wall and he spins. Jay Castle is off the track. What's happening? What's happening in this race? And we have another one going off hitting and that is Eric. Had us disconnected from the server. Amato with the fastest lap yet again. Oh, and we have a side-by-side here between Victor and Mimsy here. Victor taking a look at the inside, they're getting a bit snappy there. Oh, and now Metzes and Lucas very, very close to Victor Beck here. Victor Beck is the host and the owner of PHRL Racing, by the way. Oh, and Victor getting a bit of breaking point into that corner, keeping that first place. But Mattis and Lucas going side by side. No, not Lucas. Wait. Oh my God, Mattis losing two places there. Now Jay Castle also coming from that place now side by side with Mattis. And he gets that. Carroll with the fastest lap of the session here with 1:44.569. Nice. Anyone else? Gangster Muffin somewhat close to Alicio for that second place. Victor Beck now also close to Mimsy yet again here, and Lucas following closely behind. Gangster Muffin getting that slipstream on Alicio on their side by side. They're almost touching Alicio on the grass. Gangster Muffin getting that for second place for a moment there, but losing it again to Alicio, which will not give that place up. And we have spins back here. Who is spinning? Is that Mimsy? No, that is not Mimsy. That is Victor Beck, who spun the little pirouette in the chicane, the dangerous chicane I told you guys about. And Amato yet again taking the fastest lap with a clean air. He doesn't have to worry about any cars, any dirty air or nothing. Victor Beck now going for a bit of the move there. It almost looked like, but cannot make anything done. Victor Beck and Richard also very, very close to each other with Mincy. Oh, and there's contact, and they spin, both of them colliding with the wall. Here comes Skype Cooper and what's that? There was Johnson getting that place. Victor, oh my lord, Victor and what? Victor and Richard having a collision. Michael taking that fastest lap from Armado with a 1:44.274. And we have Carol and Gangster Muffin side by side into one of these corners, which I still don't know the name of. Got these S's, maybe, I think it was. Now, oh, and Gangster Muffin cannot get that place. Or did he get that place? I don't know. Also, Jay Castle all the way back here. We cannot see that. Let me get a view. Oh, Jay Castle going for a move on Lucas, but cannot get anything done. They were very, very close to each other, but can't get anything done. Oh, side by side, Lucas and Carol. Lucas going out on the grass there for a moment, losing him a bunch of grip and speed. Let's see, times. Anyone close to each other? Alicio also taking a bit of a peek there on the inside of Gangster Muffin, but cannot get anything done. Jay Castle almost also closing in with rapid speeds on Lucas. Alicio yet again on the slipstream there of Gangster Muffin. Taking a bit of a peek on the outside there, but cannot get anything done. Gangster Muffin keeping on to that second place that he has fought so more hard for. He has fought so hard for, and Carol also falling very, very, very close behind those two up there. And Michael in the lead with 4 seconds. 4-second gap. Also, Michael taking that fastest lap and improving on his own fastest lap. Michael really now showing why he was a championship contender last season. Absolutely beautiful racing here from Michael. And Gangster Muffin gaining a gap here to Carol. Oh, and Lucas and Alicio side by side here. Very, very close to each other. Let's see here. And I can't find Alicio. A contact with Lucas there through the chicane. And Andre Colombini taking that advantage and getting a bit closer. Right behind that is Dominic. Alicio though keeping on to that 4th place. Ooh, Lucas getting a bit snappy there, looks like. And Andre losing a place there. Oh, and there's contact there. Pit maneuvering. He's in the wall. Andre is in the wall. Dominic simply just pit maneuvering him out of there. That is not allowed. I can tell you that much. That is just not allowed. A bunch of contact there between those two. Andre all the way down into P11 now. That is unfortunate, my guy. Well, you were doing a very, very fine race until then. Let's see if you can get that back. I was about to say black, but no. I'm fumbling my words. That is great. One here is the closest person to a no-bit. And now we have Lucas here gaining time on to Jay Castle. Absolutely beautiful. And Michael, as you can see, just gaining an absolute landslide of a gap to Gangster Muffin. And side by side here, oh, excuse me, I'm tired. Okay, Gangster, no, Alicio. What am I saying? Charlie Lambertson and Lucas side by side there into the corner, going into the chicane here. Charlie Lambertson in the lead of those two drivers. Now keeping on to that lead that he just got or kept on. I think he just got it actually. Charlie Lambertson was all the way back in last place not too long ago when he pitted in the 2nd lap with the first safety car. Michael still just absolutely gaining a massive gap. Ooh, and we see Carol getting closer and closer to Gangster Muffin here. Alicio has dropped off a bit. Here looks like just a 2-second gap, and Lucas taking advantage of that and gaining time on him, going very close to him right there. Oh, and Lucas going around on the outside there when Alicio is going into the pits. Pit window has been open now for a 7 or so minutes, I believe. And a bunch of people just going past them because they're in the pits. And there's a pit limiter and they need to follow that. Otherwise they have a penalty. And someone crashed. I don't know who, but I saw someone crashed on my live timing. It was Metis Fatigue again. We did not see it. My bad. Carol here, very, very close to Gangster Muffin. Can we get a better close-up? That's a anime girl in the cockpit right there. Now on board with Carol, following and trying to get that place, that 2nd place on Gangster Muffin. Carol getting a little bit slower exit there, and now on the outside. Carol trying to go for a move, cannot get it done. Gangster Muffin, that inside, he just keeps that position right there. Beautiful, beautiful racing. Gangster Muffin going on the inside, almost contact there between them on the straight there on the braking points and the braking zone. I said braking a lot of times there, we get another one. And another braking zone. Carroll looking onto the outside, and they're side by side. Almost a bit of contact between them there. Going into another braking zone. A bit wobbly there with the braking until the final corner. Here they go. Gangster Muffin building a tiny bit of a gap to Carroll. Absolutely beautiful racing. Jay Castle has caught up all the way back into 6th here. Very slow. They're going into the pits here. Jay Castle and Lucas. Oh, wait, what? There was side by side. I didn't see it. No, we missed it. Gangster Muffin has lost the place to Carroll. Now side by side yet again. Let's see if Carroll can keep on to that. The McLaren here, I think it is, has that straight line. Oh my god, and there's huge contact slamming. Gangster Muffin slamming into Carroll there in the corner. Simply, oh my god. Carroll going onto the grass there fairly enough. Holy. Huge. Hammered into Carroll there. Gangster Muffin, living up to the name with the gangster, of course. Muffin, that's a muffin, yeah. But gangster, wow. Slamming into Carroll there. Absolute menace. See a couple more people pitting here whilst going through these couple of laps. Their fuel is running out, and maybe they're also changing their tires. I am not too sure. I think there is a mandatory tire swap in this race, and it looks like we have 2 drivers who has DNF'd. Maybe. Yeah, I think there's 2 drivers that DNF'd. Any fight? Oh, we have someone here. Oh, who's that? That's Juan and Andre going. What am I saying? That's Juan and Andre going band for band, trying to get that 11th place. Andre Colombi now sagging a bit behind Juan here. And the the gap between, where's Gangster Muffin? Where is he gone? Wait, oh, Gangster Muffin pitted. Okay, fair enough. I was about to say, where did Gangster Muffin go? And Dominic all the way up into 3rd place. Now Charlie Lambertson all the way up into 4th. He was in the back, like all the way in the back. He was last place, and Charlie Lambert somehow made his way to P4, and Lucas also up into P5. Wow. I mean, I don't know. Charlie has pitted, but is it enough fuel that he has put in to keep driving for a couple more laps? He does have to pit one more time, I believe, because of fuel. I'm not sure. We will see that though. A large gap between all of the drivers has occurred, so not that many fights are happening. Oh no, I'm wrong. Juan and Andre are still fighting it out. Very close to each other. Juan in the back. Andre Colombi has gotten Colombini. Andre Colombini has gotten that, and someone has spun. I see. Who is that? That is Joe. Someone Joe Johnson. Who is? Oh my lord. Oh no. He does not want to go into the pits. No. Even though he just crashed into the pits and he had got a bunch of damage. Oh my god, scraping along the wall as well. He does not want to go into the pits. The pits does not need him. He doesn't need the pits. The pits doesn't need him, and he doesn't need the pits. He keeps going even with damage. He was also in there, but I don't know. He's making the strategy, or his engineer is. Oh, Jay Castle taking the fastest lap of the race, all the way in the 9th place. And we see, was that Michael pitting? No. Who is pitting? Who is pitting? Who is pitting? That was not. No, no, not done. It's a Amato pitting again after getting flipped on his roof. Juan build getting gapped here by Andre, which is in 10th place and in the points, I think. I believe it is. And Victor Beck has spun and hit the wall. Oh no, that's not good. Alicio chasing down Gangster Muffin, the gangster who hits very hard if you're not careful. And yeah, oh well. Things happen. Even on purpose. Life is hard. Cry about it. Juan, I don't know. I can't see if Juan is building a gap. No, wait, closing the gap, or if he is getting gapped. Let's stay with him for a bit. Let's see if he can catch this guy. It looks like on the straight he can. Oh my god, he's gaining time. Oh, never mind. Yeah, he is. No, yeah. What? Juan, losing time in the corners though, sadly. Juan, come on. You can do this. You can do this. Wait, can I do this? I can! Oh my god. Bang! There we go. Some statistics. Now in the final corner here, coming through the start finish straight here. Juan and Andre. Juan? I'm gonna say Juan. Might be racist. Oh well. Ooh, Juan still keeping that gap somewhat closed. Not going. Still keeping it within those 40 to 30 seconds. Now on the straight with the slipstream coming through down to the chicane. That's the name. Oh, that rhymed. Chicane, that's the name. I'm gonna use that more often. That sounded really, really good. But Juan, losing time there in the chicane, which is the name, to Andre. Look on that gap. Charlie Lambertson all the way up into first here because Michael pitted. Let's see how long Charlie can keep going for with this pace here. Let's see how long he can go with the pace and the fuel he has, because he pitted early, very, very early, so for the fuel, and now going through the chicane beautifully. Massive amount of speed on the entrance and the apex and the exit. That's how you do it, folks. Charlie, actually one of the better drivers in this league, I believe. Also, he's been really unlucky. That's unfortunate, but that happens. Victor also kind of looking to catching. Looks like he is catching Skype Cooper. Oh, and Johnson has spun and hit the wall. There might have been contact. No, he just spun and hit the wall. And there's another safety car, and we close the gap between everyone now. We will be closing the gap between everyone. Oh, and I think Johan? Johnson, that's his name. Johnson looks like he has teleported back to the pits. Now Daniel is just waiting here in the corner for P1 so he can get the pack closed. Lapped cars are still allowed to overtake him, so he needs to be aware of that when he is driving around the track here. Matt is also getting a bit of collisions with. Oh no! Matt's fatigue is facing the wrong way. And here comes a couple of more cars. And is hitting the wall again. But he's back now. He's driving and he's catching the grid. Oh, getting overtaken yet again. What is happening back here? Armada. Oh my god, that's perfect timing. Hitting the wall there on the exit of that corner. And the grid collecting itself slowly but surely here behind everyone. Let's see if Metis fatigue is allowed to overtake because he is lapped. Whether he likes it or not, he is lapped, so he is allowed to overtake, but doesn't look like he is doing it for some reason. He wanna stay lapped, or what's happening? Buddy, you are lapped. You can overtake, you know. Oh well. He's the only car that is lapped, by the way, as well. He is the only car that is lapped on the grid right now. That is Matt's fatigue. I hope I'm again saying that right. But also Charlie Lambertson in the lead here. I actually want to see the livery here. It looks quite interesting, actually. Huh. Huh. Well, the more you know. There you go. Beautiful flag on top there as well. And Michael here with another PHRL Vanguard car right behind Charlie here. Oh, where is Fatigue? Oh, Fatigue figure out he can lap people, or he's lapped and he can overtake. Yay, he's going now. P13 and 14, Victor and Skype Cooper are also making their ways. Oh, wait. Oh, that's just a bug on my map. Okay. Lapped cars can no longer overtake. Well, we are in good luck because there are no more lapped cars. Yay. Let's compare Michael and Charlie's laps to each other here. Michael is right behind Charlie Lambertson here. Michael just way faster on the... But that is last lap, so we can't really go off of that, because I believe Charlie actually pitted last lap. Let's check the fastest lap. Best lap, there we go. If we look on the left side of the screen, oh, there's so little time left. There is 2 minutes left of the race. About 2 or 3 laps more to go. 2 laps more to go, except for this one. We have this one and then 2 more laps. Checking the best laps here, Michael is still 2 seconds faster than Charlie, which is a huge margin when we are talking racing. So, yeah, let's see if Charlie can keep on to this lead, because his strategy definitely did it. Charlie's strategy definitely did put him in this place, even though he was all the way in the back for a moment. And that is green flag. I didn't even realize the safety car went in, and Charlie takes the lead here, and Michael scooping right past him right there. Gangster Muffin right behind here, and it is still straight line racing from everyone except for one who has spun in T1, it looked like. Oh, and no, I need this one. There we go. Jay Castle and Alicio battling it out almost side by side here. Ooh, and Alicio. Oh, there's contact! Yeah, oh my lord. Let's see if there's a safety car. That is Armado. No, that's Paul who got hit there. And also Mimsy getting a bit of a slipping slide. And Victor Beck also having a rough time back there. Gangsta Muffin trying to catch up here to Charlie, sliding a bit in that corner, but saving it. Does not spin. Tires are not happy for that either. But Jay Castle getting very, very close. Contact between them, I think, even into this corner. Gangster Muffin keeping on to that place. Amado. Oh, and there's a spin back there. Is that Mimsy? We see. Yeah, oh, Mimsy in the pits. Teleported. Some magic going on here. Teleporting and things. Jay Castle, very, very close grid right now. Almost everyone is within a second of each other. Oh, is the Sky Cooper almost catching up to Paul here? Into T1. Into turn 1 now. Gangster Muffin, slowly but surely. Getting closer and closer, taking a look on the inside there of Charlie Lambertson into the late first flat out corner here, and Jake Castle very, very close behind with a slipstream on both of them. The 3 wide almost now. Ooh, no, not yet, but into the chicane here. Charlie Lambertson losing that place to Gangster Muffin, and Jake Castle on the outside going onto the grass there on the exit of that chicane, losing that place to Andre and Gangster Muffin, and oh, Amado keeping that place. Charlie Lambertson into the 5th place now. Carol and Amado getting those places. Oh, and there's contact between them. Charlie Lambertson and Jay Castle have contact. Charlie Lambertson spins, hitting the wall. That is not fun. I bet you he is very mad right now. Alicio and Charlie Lambertson, the 2 teammates, now close to each other. Carol and Jay Castle, extremely close to each other, side by side, going into the turn here. Still side by side, almost holding hands through that turn. Oh, and that is Carol off into the wall, hitting the wall, spinning. Gangster Muffin, no, it was Amado, I think it was Amado, who kept that place. Gangster, who was it again? I forgot. Wow, I'm bad at remembering things. It was Carol. Skype Cooper giving a drive through for speeding. What? And someone is facing the wrong way in the pits. And who is that? Oh, that's race over. Oh my god. Oh, there's so much going on. I couldn't even I didn't even realize the race was over, but that's race over for you right there. Michael getting that first place, last year championship contender, and I think maybe he won it. I cannot remember, but Michael getting that first place, Gangsta Muffin getting second, and Armado getting third, and Jay Castle getting fourth, and Andre getting fifth. Congratulations to everyone, and a special congratulations to the podium winners for the first 3 podium places of this season of PHRL GT Championship. That was the first race for you right there, guys. Sorry if it was a bit chaotic and a bit fumbly with my words. I'm a bit tired right now, but I promise you it will get better later on. My name is Max Vingan and I have been your commentator today. So if you hear me and my name again somewhere, you know it's gonna be something. But this was a huge race with 20 drivers, only 2 DNFs I believe it was, and a couple of safety cars as promised early on in the race. But yeah, we have Michael, Gangster Muffin, and Armado going for the podiums. They're gonna be driving this final lap, little celebratory lap here, side by side. These two teammates, absolute beautiful view we have right here, side by side into the final corner, going over the start finish line. Michael, everyone into the pits. There you go. Yeah, that was the race for you right there on Watkins Glen. This is routinely the first race on the calendar in the PHRL GT Championship Series. Yeah, I'm gonna see if there is if we are gonna have interviews. I am pretty sure we will. I will just have to get a Victor in here or someone who can drag people in the Discord. Just 1 second, real quick. Alrighty, back here with you guys right now. I will see if anyone is willing to do a interview. Let me just get the people that want to. Hold up. There we go. Oh, whoops. I need to. There we go. Hello, Armando. Armando.
Hello.
Yeah. So I can't remember the places right now, but what place did you get? If
I got P3 on
P3.
like the last lap.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think I'm the last person that you expected to get on the podium in the last second.
No, if I have to be honest with you, there was so much going on. I didn't even register that it was the last lap of the race. Like, I didn't even realize it
I mean,
until.
did you realize how my race went? I don't. I mean, it was pretty chaotic.
Yeah, you pretty early on you got like sent into the wall or something, or like spun or got spun or something, and you got like sent all the way
My
back, didn't
car
you?
got flipped.
Oh yeah,
So my
you were
car
the
got
one that got
flipped.
flipped.
I
Yeah.
got sent. Yeah, I got sent to the pits. Then I got a controls locked message for like 40 seconds.
Yeah.
Then when I went out, I was like 20th and 40 seconds behind someone else. Then when I caught up and unlapped myself, I don't know why, they just didn't let me catch up again after I unlapped myself. So I was literally half the track away from the next car. And then I don't have an idea myself how I got to P3. I think just in the last like 5 minutes, just made no mistake, just no crashes. I I think it's one of my greatest races, at least on pace and on just like keeping out of trouble myself. I don't think I made a single incident myself. Par one maybe,
I mean,
but
you did have the incident where you got on your roof. What even happened there? Like, I can't
on what?
remember. What happened when you got flipped on your roof? Did you get pitted or
Well, the
like?
the car ahead, the car ahead was I think Dominic Havel,
Mhm.
and from my perspective, he was like 20 meters ahead of me or something, and he completely lagged out, spun himself. I wasn't even close to him, so I'm guessing maybe it's netcode or something. And it just spun my car around. And when I wanted to turn around, I just couldn't because the track is so small there. It's like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
it's just
Someone.
small. And then I just basically, got my door kicked in and it flipped my car somehow. I mean, I've never seen that before happen in a race, so
I
that's
have
the first.
not either. I've never seen that either. But yeah, I remember kind of what I think happened, and that it was you spun in some way. If it was the lag from the car in front or something, you spun, and then someone came around the corner, and most cars just
Yeah,
evaded, but there was just one car that kept going straight, hit you straight on the side, and just flipped your car.
yeah, that was Charlie because what what I could see from his perspective or from my perspective looking at him was he had a car behind him and a car on his left side. So he literally had nowhere to go, so I don't blame him for that. It just it's it's just a thing that sometimes happens when, when you have a car that's spun and that's pretty much blocking half the road. I mean, I cannot
Yeah,
do anything about that either. It's just, it just stuff happens. And I
yeah.
feel sad for him because he had a great race, and then at the end it just got
Yeah,
really,
he had
really
a
bad
really
in
good
the
race. He
last lap.
was all the way up in. He got into.
He was gonna win. He was leading.
He had quite literally
Yeah,
been in every single position of the race. He was in
yeah,
20th
pretty
at
much.
one point. He was all the way in last at one point. Yeah, that is yeah. Yeah,
I don't know.
Charlie
I'm just,
drove a great race.
I'm just happy that my first race ends with a P3, especially my first race for Vanguard as well. I'm just so
Hmm?
happy that I mean, I was pretty much screaming. When I was last when my car flipped over, that like what a great first race for the team.
Yeah,
And funnily enough, my teammate said, Michal, well, you never know what might happen. I was in the same place last season. And that's true. And from the same place last season, he also made a P3, I'm pretty sure. Or something along the lines of that. It's just, I mean, it's a crazy race, but also just way too many crashes. And I think that just has to change.
Yeah, I mean, it's always been like on Watkins Glen. Like it's always been there has always been a lot of like crashes and things like the
Ask me.
yeah.
I mean, I was leading last season. I don't know if you remember, but I was leading for 80% of the race last season with the Ford Mustang, and I was gonna win it, and then I just got been into in the chicane. So it's for me, it's always Watkins Glen where just something happens that's out of my control. But I'm at
It's
I'm at
always
fault for
this.
some other crashes on some other tracks, so it's fine.
Yeah, yeah. It's like there's always crashes on tracks and things, but I just especially feel like here on Watkins Glen, there's always something crazy, especially in that chicane. Crazy enough, nothing like crazy happened in the chicane, the that weird chicane there. You know which one it
Yeah,
is. Yeah,
yeah.
the yeah. Weirdly enough, nothing happened there this race. But you got
I
flipped, so
mean,
that's something. I mean,
yeah, but I don't think it's the worst to happen to a driver. But I mean, I think 2 seasons ago, if I'm not wrong, I had a crash at the end of the race there where I clipped the. So like when you're driving down the long straight and the right turn of the chicane, like the first right turn of the chicane,
mhm.
there's like a piece of the barrier that's like very much extended to the curb. Well, I took a bit too much curb and hit that part, and it flipped my car completely in the air.
He's
So
talk he's talking about this curve right here. I don't know if you have the stream open, but he's talking about
yeah,
this curve
exactly.
right
Yeah,
here. Yeah,
that's the very much extended piece of the barrier there that
yeah.
yeah you do not want to get close to. Well, I mean, in the 4 races that I did here, or five, I've flown 2 or 3 times already. So that's a track record that I do want to get rid of eventually.
It's
So
Armado Airlines on Watkins Glen, man. It is.
yeah, pretty pretty much
Oh
pretty
well.
much that one.
But all in all, you still got a podium, a third place somehow. I mean, this race was really chaotic, but they content, I guess. But nah, this was a fun race to commentate. Even though I fumbled my words a lot here and there, but
I mean, it's fine. You're gonna get used to it eventually this season, so it's not like
yeah.
you know. But also,
Oh, what?
we should not have seen that. But also, I think when I was last and had some free air, it was like I think for 3 or 4 laps in a row, I was setting the fastest lap. I think my sector two was the fastest throughout the whole race or something. It was it was very fast.
Yeah, you
But when I was in
everyone
free
got
air, I
fast
did
lap.
have some pace. But
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I think either it was you or it was someone else that kept getting fastest sector two,
that was
and
me
yeah.
for sure. It
Oh,
was me for sure. Yeah.
oh, I found some. Ooh.
Because I just remember both of my sector one and three being very gray for the most part, and then just the second sector being like green mini sector, and then a purple mini sector, and then just the fastest mini sector overall. So I don't. It's like very weird that the second sector is the only one that was really fast for me throughout the whole race. So
Yeah.
it was interesting for sure. This race, I still think it's way too many crashes for a league, in my opinion.
I mean,
But
it's 20 drivers on a very, very like, narrow track, and it's not the most professional drivers. If so, it's like, I mean, yeah,
it's
it's
I
bound
I
to
think
crash.
I
Like,
think there's I do agree with that, and I also think because we had a bit of a longer winter break, that maybe it's like getting the rust off the bones, so to say. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like a bit you kind of have to get used to driving car to car and side by side. But I think overall it could have been a lot worse. I think we've seen worse races in PHRL for sure. I just don't think Watkins Glen is one of the tracks that should be at the start of the season. I think it should be near the end, maybe. I think we need wider tracks like Silverstone, maybe for to be the first race or like the opener, or maybe tracks like Fuji or something.
Hmm?
I think those would be fitting more, in my opinion.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's just something you can ask Victor for if you want that change, but as of right now, that's the track. But oh well. Silverstone is later on though, still, I believe. Is it still on the calendar?
I don't think it is. I think
Oh, they
Silverstone
removed
and Spa got removed.
it. No.
Yeah, I think it's a shame. Yeah, I think
No.
it's a shame, especially at least in my opinion. I don't think we need tracks like Mugello on the calendar or Road America. In my opinion, I don't. I mean, if we don't have Spa and or Silverstone, then I don't know what Mugello is doing on the calendar, in my opinion. But then again, I don't make the calendar. I want to drive, I want to win, so I'm gonna drive whatever.
Yeah.
Because that's asked to me, and well, especially with the new team, obviously, with Vanguard, who I have to thank for giving me the chance to drive for them, and I think it's paying off so far. Well, at least going from the last place to podium somehow. But yeah,
Yeah. I mean, overall, great race. I had a lot of fun at least commentating it. A lot of things happened. I didn't even register and the race was over. So this race went by incredibly fast for me personally. But yeah, great race for I think most of the drivers. Or I don't know how they feel. You got a third place, so and it sounds like you have it pretty good. So, but
I,
yeah.
I, I mean, I didn't have a good time for around 43 minutes of the race, but the last 2 minutes, that's what counted, and
Yeah.
that's where I made the most of it. And I'm pretty happy because I got those 2 minutes. So
Yeah.
that's in the end, that's just all that matters is what you take away from the race. Even if I was last and I caught up 30 seconds in the race, I would have been happy because that's the most that I could have done. But getting a podium, I think, is more than what I could have done. So there is some luck with it as well. But yeah, I think overall, I'm just very, very happy with the way that it went.
Well, that's that's good to you. That's good to hear. Yeah, but congratulations with the third place. And yeah, yeah, congratulations with the third place, the podium. And
Thank you, thank you.
yeah. Otherwise, I don't think there's any more interviews. No, I don't think there's any more people that wanted.
No, I don't. Yeah, I didn't see a message from anyone else. But hmm. Well, at least you got a few minutes good from me. So
Yeah, I got a couple of from you, and you certainly also had an interesting race to tell
yeah, yeah.
about. So yeah, thank you.
No
Anything
problem, man.
else
Anytime.
you wanna say, or just
Um, Not really. I mean, I
no?
think I said pretty much everything. But just once again, I really want to thank Vanguard just for giving me the chance to do this with them. And this is not the only thing that I will be doing with them. Obviously, there are going to be GT3 races, but mostly looking for endurance events. And it's just a great bunch of people, and I just love the team so much, and I'm just so glad to be racing with their name under it. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's all from me, man. I wish you a good night, of course,
Yep. Thank you.
and I hope I get to see you soon again with an interview.
Yeah.
Hopefully, as a race winner soon. Who knows?
Yeah. Maybe who knows? Maybe not. Who knows? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Yes.
see.
Thank you. All right.
Right. Bye, bye, man.
Bye.
Bye.
Alrighty, there we go, guys. Armado, third place, and it doesn't look like any other interviews. Let me double check real quick. No, it does not look like there's any more interviews for tonight. So I will just be saying thank you guys for watching this race, even though it has been really chaotic and things has really happened. I mean, that is the racing world, especially in the amateur part of it. But we do this for a reason, and that is just for fun. And like, it's just, for those who can't make it in real life or want to make it in real life, they can start with something like sim racing. So if you have the setup or if you have the money, you can even just use a controller. I would recommend sim racing. It's really, really fun. You don't have to be that serious in it either. You can just do it for fun. I mean, overall, it is fun. But yeah, this was the first race of the PHRL GT3 Championship. There's many more races to come. But until then, I'm your host, your commentator today. For today, my name is Max Finger, and until next time, I will see you, and you may have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye.